Previously on Dr. Crafty.
This is just what I need to start going on the offensive.
Come forth, Dark Magician!
If you thought you could avoid setting off my Shadow cards by simply not attacking, I'm afraid I have a surprise for you.
Now I have to go back on the defensive.
El Shadow Construct! Now the fun really begins.
Heart of the cards. If Colin was dueling, he'd say I should believe in that.
Dragon Knight, work your magic!
Up here, El Shadow Shekinaga! Against me, this battle is hopeless. Hopeless, I say!
I'm losing control of this duel again. It's always one step forward and 2 steps back. If I don't do something soon, I'll lose. And Colin will be stuck in the Shadow Realm forever. I need to get rid of that thing before he gets a chance to attack on his turn.
I reveal my face down card, Eternal Soul. This trap card allows me the ability to summon a Dark Magician from my hand or graveyard once per turn. Plus, it protects it from being destroyed by any cards you play. So return to the field, Dark Magician!
You think I'll let you bring your ace back so easily? I think not. I activate my Shadow Call. You know by now how this works. So I'll summon it as a fire attribute monster this time. Next I'll reactivate my El Shadow Fusion, so I can fusion something during your turn. I fuse Shadow Call with my Shadow Beast in my hand to call forth the furious flames of the Netherworld, El Shadow Greister. I also get to draw a card thanks to Shadow Beast, and Shadow Call returns Shadow Fusion back to my hand as well.
Another El Shadow.
Yes, another one indeed. And like the others before it, he has quite the ability. Whenever a monster would be summoned by a card effect, I can once again discard a Shadow in order to negate the summoning and destroy that monster entirely.
But my Eternal Soul!
I saw through the flaw in your trap card. It can only protect your Dark Magician if it makes it to the field. But Grista didn't allow that, so now you're left wide open. And it's my move now. I draw. Not that it matters, because with this attack, I win. Shekinaga, attack Sorcerer directly with your terrorizing Terra Towers. Yes, let's hear you scream some more. El Shadow Grista, end this game and wipe out her life points with baneful burning blaze!
Don't be so sure. I send Karibo from my hand to the graveyard, making the damage I take 0 for this battle.
How can you seriously play that pitiful puffball in your deck? Your precious Colin really is a foolish fanboy.
Maybe so, but that foolish fanboy saved me this turn.
Then it's your move.
You may think that boy is a fool, but I have faith in him. And the cards he left behind. So I'm putting all of my faith in this next draw. And my faith rewards me with Monster Reborn.
What?
It's time I took control of this duel. Starting now!
What are these things?
I'm not sure, but they look so cute, don't they?
Cute isn't the word I would use.
Shoo! Doctor, what do you make of this situation?
I'm not entirely sure. I especially can't understand why it's getting worse.
Well, Doctor, I hate to break it to you, but when you're trapped in a place called the Shadow Realm, I can't imagine a situation where it gets better.
Don't say that! Surely there is some way out of here.
I'll take care of this. Shoo! Get out of here!
I'm still confused by this whole situation. I just want to go home, eat some cheese puffs, and take a nap.
Mood.
Before any of that can happen, we need a plan.
I feel like this is all my fault. All I remember is everything going dark after opening a mysterious package.
Come to think of it, when I ran into you before all of this, you were acting a bit off.
Yeah, your personality was darker than usual.
You seemed normal to me. I thought you were just getting really into a LARPing session, so I didn't make anything of it.
The ring you had around your neck. It all makes sense now. Nurse, this might sound crazy, but I think you're possessed by the spirit of the ring. And that possessed version of you is what sent you all here in the first place.
That is actually the least crazy thing you have ever said.
Yeah, that sounds right on the nose.
Well, okay, this is good. Now that we know this, is there anything we can do about it?
It doesn't look like there's anything we can do from in here. But I have a slight suspicion that someone on the outside has our back.
What makes you say that?
I don't know. I can just sense it.
Well, if there's nothing we can do while we're in here, perhaps we could work on another episode of the show?
I appreciate the dedication to the show, Pepper, but are you sure? We are all a little stressed. Maybe it wouldn't hurt to...
No, that sounds like a great idea. If we sit here and let the Shadow Realm stop us from doing what we love, what does that make us?
Wow, Doctor. This place brings out a different side of you.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm always a ray of sunshine that wants to be productive.
Sure you are, Doctor.
I say we quit sitting around and just do it!
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Cali, drop that heat.
Since we've already covered the magnificent Dark Magician Girl in our previous episode, I think it's time we discuss a fan favorite that sparked the magical inspiration that fans everywhere still find to this day.
Karibo?
Oh, I love Karibo.
No, not Karibo. I'm talking about the card that some could call the centerpiece in Yugi's deck in the series.
Still sounds like Karibo to me.
No, the card that always got him out of a pinch. The card that... Oh, never mind, it's Dark Magician.
While Karibo is a staple for the Yugi deck, the Dark Magician is one of the most well-known and fan-loved cards due to several factors, most notably its stunning design. The Dark Magician's design has varied depending on the media he's presented in. In his original card art, he has blue armor and green skin, while in the anime he has purple armor and tan skin. However, in the Dark Side of Dimensions movie, and more recent card art, he has an entirely black armor with blue skin again.
I have seen so much fan art of this guy. I really admire that everyone has their own take on this character as well. It really shows how inspired the fans are. Not to mention the hentai.
Ahem. The creator of the series even stated they wanted the Dark Magician to have the black design from the start. But the all-black color scheme would have made the ink on the manga pages too heavy on the paper during the inking process, so they had to make some alterations. I'm sure you know something about that, Pepper.
What? Oh, ink, because I'm part octopus. Funny, Doctor.
I try.
The intricacies that go into creating a series like this are unlimited, but there will always be seemingly small things that have to be considered for the big picture to work. Just goes to show that even traditional mediums can have limits on character design that need to be considered.
If anything, it wasn't necessarily a limit, but an opportunity to be creative.
That's a great perspective to have, Messy.
I just think it's wonderful that these things add up and have brought us the characters we know and love today.
I wonder how much creativity it took to make all the amazing hats the magicians are wearing.
Well, it isn't too much of a stretch to think that certain characteristics fit with certain types of characters. Your lab coat, for example.
What's wrong with my lab coat?
Nothing, Doctor. It suits you, just like the Dark Magician's giant hat suits his character.
I think I see your point.
I certainly couldn't imagine Dark Magician without that thing. It's a very unique design choice. When you see that style of hat, there is no mistake that that is a magician.
Precisely.
As much as I would love to continue discussing the intricacies of a hat, I think we should move on to another topic.
How about retrained cards? We haven't covered those yet, have we?
That will work.
Doctor, I'm lost. I've never heard of restrained cards. Is this the same concept of synchros or something? I kind of lost track after GX.
No, but I understand where you're coming from. Things have gotten a bit confusing since Duelist Kingdom. However, this is a concept that has to do with the additions made to the cards and decks in relation to relevant gameplay. Retrained cards are older cards that were reinvented to have better effects that are more in line with the current metagame. Dark Magician Girl has a retrained variant called Apprentice Illusion Magician.
So, they're older cards.
Well, they are new now. Things are always evolving in the world, so it's only natural that the card game would do the same.
I thought evolving was from Pokemon.
We're getting off track. Let me give you another example. Despite the fact that Dark Magician has been a card in the game since the first booster packs, there wasn't enough cards or support for a dedicated deck until 2017, when Dark Side of Dimensions was releasing in theaters. Only now is the Dark Magician able to have a deck and playstyle of its own due to the additions of retrained cards they've added.
Oh, I think I understand now. That is fascinating.
Not to mention the fact that we now have so many new additions to the Magician roster, it's so hard to pick a favorite.
I think that the classics will always be superior.
The old style do have a great traditional feel to them, but you have to admit that the new monsters are also very stylish.
Should we really call them monsters?
Well, that is the correct classification in accordance to the rules of the game.
It seems demeaning. I think we should call them something cool like champions, since they fight for us in our duels.
We should come up with our own version of the game. It can be entirely magic based and...
Oh, and it could feature all of the best waifus.
I think both of your ideas have already been taken.
What? How? We only just threw out these vague concepts.
There is a game called Magic and a game called Force of Will that remind me a lot of this game.
Actually, those games are nothing like Yu-Gi-Oh! Except for the fact that they are also card games.
Fair point. I have just seen so much amazing art from these games, I had to find a way to sneak in a reference.
While I appreciate the effort, Nurse, I think we should stick to our theme. Plus, I think we have some company.
Of them are.
Not sure. All I know for certain is that someone is out there dueling for our lives, and these shadows have something to do with it.
I'm just so grossed out by the fact that someone is using my body like a puppet. What if we really are trapped in here forever?
Come to think of it, the concept of the shadow cards being based on older cards that have been corrupted by an unspeakable darkness of otherworldly origins? It's definitely one of the more twisted concepts for a deck type that Yu-Gi-Oh! Has with their monsters. Taking beloved creatures and turning into soulless, lifeless puppets that obey the whims of Shadow Construct, who's essentially God corrupted by darkness. It's quite similar to your situation, Nurse.
As interesting as that is, Doctor, that doesn't help out our current situation. How are we supposed to get out of this?
Well, this isn't my first encounter with dark deities. While we may not be able to do anything directly, I think the outside forces at work here might produce some results soon.
Wait, you have experience with monsters like this?
I mean, I'm not completely surprised. Our show does have some pretty interesting characters on it.
Well, interestingly enough...
There are too many! Crafty, what do we do?
I don't know. I have very limited experience here. The only thing we can do is... believe in the heart of the cards.
What?
Just trust me!
But we don't have any cards!
Fine, I'm with you. I believe you. Just please save us.
I believe! Crafty, are you sure about this?
Wait, what's that?
I can't believe it! The duel must be going on our rescuer's favor!
This is insane.
Maybe. But I wouldn't get my hopes up too high. They've let me down before.
Well, at least our drawing looks good.
Wait, who is they?
Yes, Peppa. I think we've done a splendid job.
Who is out there, Doctor?
Looks like the tables have finally turned. I use Monster Reborn to bring back Dark Magician Girl from my graveyard. Next, I use the power of Eternal Soul to bring back Dark Magician. Since my two monsters are still out on the field, I'm guessing you ran out of shadow monsters in your hand. So my magicians are here to stay. Too bad I can't say the same for your monsters.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about this. I play the spell, Dark Burning Magic. When Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl are on the field together, this card destroys all of your monsters.
My shadows! You'll pay for that.
We'll see about that, as my magicians are still free to attack. Go! Dark Burning Magic attack!
I think not. I send Swift Scarecrow to the graveyard in order to end the battle. And since you destroyed both my El Shadows, I get to add Shadow Core and Shadow Fusion back to my hand.
I end my turn.
My move. I was careless. Now I'm the one with nothing on the field. I need to rebuild my forces if I'm to reclaim control of this duel. And this card should do the trick. I play the spell Dark Eruption, which lets me add 2 dark monsters with 1500 attack or less from my graveyard to my hand. So I'll take both my Shadow Falcos. Next I'll place 3 cards and 1 monster face down, and that will be it. For now.
Then it's my move.
Since your turn has begun, I can activate my cards. You remember Shadow Core? Well, I'm reintroducing him to you as a water attribute monster. And of course, I simply must activate my El Shadow Fusion again to fusion summon on your turn.
No, he's going to summon another El Shadow.
How right you are. I fuse Shadow Core along with my face-down Shadow Falco in order to give rise to the one who dwells in the darkest depths of the Sea of Sin. Rise up, El Shaddol Anoyatilis! You're right to be afraid. Anoyatilis is the strongest of my shadows, and when your turn ends, I'll show you that power up close.
I set 1 card face down and end my turn.
Good. My turn. Now, where was I? Yes. Taking control of this duel once again. I activate my second Shadow Core, and I'll make it a wind monster. And as always, I'll activate Shadow Fusion. Now I fuse Shadow Core and my Shadow Falco in order to call down the terror of the Tempest. El Shaddol Wendigo! I once again have 2 shadows on my field, and your magicians make for excellent targets. Now, to finish this. Anoyatilis! End this game with your malevolent maelstrom of malice!